I've come to realize that streamers make content by ripping off other streamers and having an online argument. There's nothing else they want to focus on doing.
I've been feeling this way for a while now. I don't even watch Twitch streams anymore. I do not find the majority of Twitch streams entertaining anymore. A lot of people don't try anymore. And I mean, it's like with a lot of things. When you feel like you can be successful no matter what you do, you kind of just stop trying. And like, there's three types of streamers. Well, technically four, but the circle jerkers, the people that run around in their friend groups and they make content together. And then there's the people that make the quote unquote edgy, rage baity, or drama content. And then there's the third group, which are the people that pretend they're neutral, but it's just because they're too scared to share their actual opinions online. And then there's the fourth group of streamers that are just oblivious to everything that's going on and just kind of prefer to stay in their little bubble, which for the most part usually are the better streamers. They stay in their little niche. They don't really do anything. They don't really, you know, F around and find out kind of mentality. But like the circle jerkers are just more and more. They're the most popular in terms of streamers, but they're the most toxic. I'm so tired of all these top streamers that get millions and millions of views and all these different sponsorship deals and everything. And they're just all terrible people, for the most part, at least. I mean, if there's anybody that's genuinely a good person, let me know. Because I don't watch these people, but I don't watch them for a clear reason. I don't trust in any of them. There's a reason why there's so much drama going on right now, constantly with creators like Hasan, Ludwig, Cutie Cinderella. There's just constant drama going on with these guys. And it's like, I don't fault people for bringing that drama to light. I blame the creators themselves because they cultivate this stuff. They create these atmospheres and these situations. There's this whole drama about Cutie Cinderella's streamer awards. To be honest, I don't care. I don't care about a lot of awards. Doesn't matter if it's official or not, because in my opinion, awards don't really do what they should do, in my opinion, which is bring more attention on well-made, thought-out games. Instead, they really just focus on what's the most popular. And to be honest, it's a shame because just because something's popular doesn't mean it's good, right? So I really wish that awards would bring more spotlight onto things that are actually good and reward those companies or those streamers, those creators, those actors for actually going above and beyond and trying to provide as good of a performance, a product, a service as possible. Honestly, that's what I wish award shows would do. But no, nowadays we have situations where, and no fault to the game. Like if the games are good or the streamer is good or whatever, that's just like straight statistics. But like, what benefit is it? Just to bring up a easy example. What benefit is it to have the award show for the gaming award show, right? And have literally 12 or 13 categories with just the same games across the board. Honestly, what benefit to the gaming community is that? You can, I mean, you could use it to give thanks to, all of the people that worked hard on the game, but like the gaming industry as a whole, who does this really serve? Genuinely, I have no idea because Expedition 33, which I still haven't played yet, but I will. But like, if this is like the grand sweep for Expedition 33, then honestly, what's the point of having multiple categories? What's the point of having all of these different games that came out this year? And you're not really going to talk about a lot of them. A lot of games don't go noticed because they don't get the publicity they deserve. And that's why we have a term called a hidden gem. This applies to games, music, movies, TV shows, streamers, entertainers, everything. There are these hidden gems because they aren't being given spotlight, and it's really unfortunate. But a little bit off topic, but I'm just so tired of streaming culture. My tolerance for streaming culture is just on an all-around 0% at this point. I have zero F's to give about these streamers, their toxic behavior, their hypocrisy, double standard, and all this click work. It's just ridiculous. Like, there being drama about Cutie Cinderella's streamer awards. Of course there's gonna be drama because all of the streamers that was there and that was nominated are literally her friends. And you could say this is a byproduct of her just surrounding herself by the best talent on Twitch, but also it's because she just wants to bank in that buck. Sponsorships, viewership, everything is on a complete rise when you have the quote unquote best of the best all present in one place, right? It's just such bullshit, man. It's such bullshit.
Yeah, but that goes across, same as movie awards. They get nominated for multiple different categories. So it makes sense why the streaming awards does the same thing. Game awards do the same thing. And with this, I don't even remember her name, but the one that's the lady that started the streaming awards. Can't think of her name now. That's how much I don't give a damn. But yeah, you're doing it for the publicity, you're doing it for the sponsors, you're doing it for the money. That's why you're doing it. And look, she's completely blown up. So it's worked. And it's crazy to see how a lot of the big streamers are now upset that they weren't nominated or they don't win because they think they've got no, well, they don't think. They have such a big ego. So they just assume that they're going to win everything.
Of course. As a whole, I've just lost so much faith in awards because to me, awards just, they don't represent how good the product was. It just represents how many people liked it. And I can't trust majority opinions anymore because too many people like shit. Straight up. They enjoy it. They gobble it up. They're thank you for shitting in my mouth kind of people. It's such a shame you can't trust the majority opinion anymore because our minds have been swayed and altered so much. We can't actually tell quality from quantity content anymore. Dude, and I'm so sick of it because we villainize creators like Asmongold, like Tectone. We villainize them for simply speaking the truth because the truth doesn't conform with what the audience wants to hear. The audience doesn't want the truth. They want lies disguised as it being the truth. That's why they watch all these circle jerk streamers, these streamers that suck each other off in these weird orgies. They just want to be on everyone's good books. They want to be on the right side of history. They want to be at every single party. They want to be at every single collab. They want to be involved with everything because they just want to garner, plunder, and gather as much clout as possible. They completely alter themselves to conform to their chat, to their community's demands, and they are completely devoid of any sort of personality whatsoever that's even remotely similar to their own. They get praised for being honest, good people when they're selling us lies. And they show it every single chance they possibly can with the hypocrisy, with the double standards, with all the shit that comes out about them. Yeah. All of the accusations, all of the past actions, everything that they've done that comes out, they stab each other in the back, they throw each other under the bus, they stand for nothing except clout and money. Oh, my favorite streamer, my comfort streamer, there's no way that he shocked his dog. There's no way that he's into terrorism. There's no way that he went to a Diddy party. There's no way that he's a pedophile. He's my comfort streamer. Oh, there's no way that she's exploiting me just so I can go to her OnlyFans. There's no way that she's exploiting me because I'm a lonely parasocial individual. There's no way that she's exploiting me to buy thousands and thousands of her overpriced stolen recipe cookies. These are my comfort streamers. They would never do that to me. Get a life, bro. I am shocked by how much people, sorry, grammar police gonna come after me. How many people in the world are so mentally ill? I am shocked. It is horrifying, and it's getting worse and worse because the radicals are getting more radical. There's been a drop in people using Twitch. I'm glad to see I'm not the only one. I cannot be fucked to actually use Twitch anymore. I cannot. I'm sorry. To a lot of content creators that I really like, I'm not watching you guys on stream anymore, unfortunately, because I just refuse to use Twitch as a platform. Twitch as a company has just disgusted me on so many levels. I just refuse to even use the platform. I rather use Kick. I rather use Rumble, and they have their own reputations. But anyways, I mostly stick to just YouTube. But it's actually shocking, and I honestly don't know what to think anymore, man. I look at the content that majority of these top streamers do, and it's boring ass shit. I think it's maybe because of streaming becoming such an oversaturated thing. People, I honestly believe that the just chatting category is also responsible for a lot of this damage because we've kind of just been glorifying people to sit in front of a camera and talk about dumb shit for hours, um, instead of like actually trying to entertain people. And you know, there are ways that people use just chatting in a good way, good constructive or entertaining way. And then there's a lot of people that kind of just don't care. They just do whatever they want. They will actually just leave an empty chair in front of a camera being just chatting whatever category they want, and they'll stream like that, and people watch it. It's truly a shame that streaming has kind of become this thing now where it's like it's such mindless content. And I see lots of people say that they love mindless content because they don't want to think. How overstimulated is your life where you reach a point where you would like to consume mindless content that's not even entertaining, by the way? At least if you're watching mindless content, let it be entertaining. No, they don't even do that. I'm so fed up of all these streamers and all these events and all these things that they're trying to do to kind of breach and become more than just streamers. And it's kind of pathetic to see. It's so boring. It's so pathetic.
And they don't have anything that is interesting to do, so they rather just chat about other streamers or have a drama with other streamers. That's just a niche nowadays. It never used to be back in the day. We just used to stream for games, I remember. But now, yeah, it's just, they call them drama streamers. But yeah, I mean, I used to watch a couple streamers, or not really watch them, but just watch like their clip videos. And it's just not interesting anymore. It's the same crap, man. It's just not worth it. That's just me personally.